What's up, everyone? Hey, I can't even tell you the excitement I got here. We got the Minnesota Golden Gopher women's basketball programs. We have the junior point guard here joining us, Amaya Battle. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for taking the time to do this. I hear today is first day of practice, so we're going to go ahead and keep it brief here with you. Won't take your whole day. We want to get you taped up and ready for practice and all that. But so I just said, junior point guard. Does it feel real yet that you're a junior, or does it seem like you just got on campus?
It, it's kind of weird. Me and Mara talk about this all the time. It's like left and the first two like flew by, so it is kind of weird. I'm like the upperclassman. I'm the old ones now.
Yeah, it flew by, but in that time you went ahead per gophersports.com, 707 points. You're already top 8 in the I think assists for career already. That top one better be watch out because
Mhm.
you got 2 more years and you're already coming for him. So, but like I said,
Yeah.
you went through kind of a lot in 2 years: a coaching change, injuries, ups, downs, all that kind of stuff. From your perspective, how would you put into words those first 2 years, like everything you went through and kind of how you grew?
They were definitely crazy. I mean, you don't come into college and expect like to have a whole new coaching staff. So yeah, that first year it was full of a lot of ups and downs just with it when it comes to like adjusting to college, when it comes to like class, and then also on the court, like everybody's bigger, stronger, faster. Like everybody is there to play, whereas in high school, like you might have somebody there just to have fun. So, it's
Fair.
everybody's like on an elite level. So that was a big change, and then yeah, we had a coaching change. And but we Donnie P and the staff loved them, so it was good. And then I think that first year was a like an adjustment period for the people who were already there, like learning her style, learning the way that she coaches, what she expects from us, all that. But I think coming into this year, definitely now that we have a way better idea and understanding of how Donnie P does things and like how she likes things done, what she expects, all that. Like this will be a great year.
Awesome. Yeah, I was gonna say you went to Hopkins. I don't know if anyone's playing at Hopkins just for fun. I don't know about that. Come.
True, but like you got other teams.
Right. Fair. Fair. So we just got done. Summer workouts were done. Where do you think you grew the most, or what did you kind of add your game coming into this junior season? I said you've always been that point guard. Chelsea Gray, you're coming for her title. I said, you're passing, you're scoring. Especially last year, you really took off come Big Ten tournament and that WNIT run. What did you add to your game this summer?
Yeah, I think this whole summer, we like the whole team, we were and coaches and everybody was like, "Hey, we need to get stronger." So I think like strength for sure in the weight room, that'll be a difference, not just like in me, but I think everybody on the team. But specifically for me, just continue to improve my arc shot, my shot in general, pull up game, arc shot, and like just shooting deep, being able to expand my range.
Fair. So let's talk about some of the highlights from last year. It was a pretty good season. I mean, I think someone had the game-winning free throws against Purdue after the game clinching steal. A pretty clutch one against Nebraska, a huge three, to which I laughed because I talked to your dad afterward, and he's like, as soon as it left her hands, I knew it was in. So, Dad gave
That's what
credit.
that's what Soap said too. She was like, you had that like glazed look on your face. She was like, I knew it was going in. I was like, okay. To be fair, I had no clue what was going on. I just shot the ball.
Fair.
So
And then the Rutgers game, like, just took over, was not going to lose to Rutgers again. Kind of for me, what were some of your favorite moments? Were those some of them kind of like on the court? What were some of yours?
yeah, I would say Purdue was a fun game just because they were our first like Big Ten opponent. I think. Yeah, I'm
Mm.
pretty sure they were.
Yep.
They were our first Big Ten opponent, and it was at the barn. So that game in general was really fun, and we had a pretty good crowd. We had a good crowd actually, so that was super fun. I think the last stretch of the WNIT, we were traveling constantly, and I
Hmm.
know like a lot of people were just tired of it because we would end the game and then we would get up at like 4 a.m. or 3 a.m., bus to the airport, get to the next spot at like I don't know, like 7. I don't know. We would get there early, so we were just sleep deprived and moving around, and I know not everybody was super happy about it, but personally, I was low key having the time of my life because we were just like traveling the world, or not the world, we were traveling the United States.
Fair.
So that was fun. Just like hanging out with my teammates off the court and like bonding through that as well. I would say another off court moment was last winter break, Donnie P took us to a play. I forget the name of it, but it was the one where it's like Ghost of Christmas Past, Present, and Future.
Okay.
And that was so much fun. That was like time of my life, and I've never been to a play before, so that was fun. But
Fair.
we can get back to on the court. Yeah, I'd say like the Purdue game was super fun. The NDSU, both NDSU games were fun in the non-con and then in the WNIT. That was super fun. I would say the away Michigan game at Michigan was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. There was so many fun games. Anytime we just had a really great crowd, the Drake game, anytime we had a really great crowd, it was just super fun because like you can feed off that the energy from the fans and like just being on the court, like being at the barn, like packed with your teammates, like
Oh
with the
yeah.
jersey on. So much fun. So yeah, but those are just some specific games for sure.
I don't know if you know this, but the Drake game fell on the exact same day, 1 year to the date that you guys played the Penn State double overtime. So let's not have a game on that day because y'all
Really?
went to double overtime the same day, 1 year apart.
That's crazy work. I really hope we don't do that again this year.
Those have to be those have to be
But
exhausting.
yeah, at least the Drake game was earlier, so we still got done at like a decent time. But I remember after the Penn State game, it was like 10 p.m.
Hmm.
That was crazy work. Yeah, that's wow. I can't believe it was like a year
The
apart.
exact date too. Yep.
Like, it was exhausting, but like you don't really feel the exhaustion until after the game because you're kind of hyped up on adrenaline the whole time.
Fair. Yeah, so we talked about some great moments last year. I wanted to get your perspective. So start 14-5, 4-3, and then the Illinois games happens. I kind of want to get your and like Mal's perspective on this. When Maurer went down, you guys are really that next, like, even as sophomores, kind of the most experienced on the court. You came in that, top, 10 recruiting class. Did you guys feel that extra pressure? Not really. Kind of, how did you mentally kind of prepare for like, okay, this is a little bit more on our shoulders?
Yeah, I think it was just something like everybody on the team looked at as okay, we all need to give a little bit more. Like it didn't matter if it was like me or Dal or like anybody else. Like everybody just needed to give a little bit more. And that's the case like if anybody goes down from
Mm-hmm.
injury, I don't know, foul trouble or just can't play, something like that. But yeah, we all like as a team kind of looked at it, yeah, we just need to give a little bit more and that was kind of the role I took as well. Just need to give a little bit more.
Fair. So now we're coming into this year, junior year. What is something about this particular team that has you the most excited or most like amped up for this coming season?
Honestly, it's just the like experience. Like this is really it's my third year and it's our first like stable year, I guess, because we don't
Mm-hmm.
have like a coaching change. We're not trying to like adjust to anything. Um, so honestly, the fact that this year we're with like is like a stable year, and experience like our G has a year under her belt. Me, Mara, Dally, Nia, we all have years under our belt. Soph has a year under her belt. And then we have a bunch of new additions as
Mm-hmm.
well from freshmen. I'm super excited to see our freshmen play. Super excited for our transfers to play because Lex, she's old. Ani, she's old. They have experience. Tay coming back. I'm honestly just excited that we all have like this experience. So when we're in these situations where I don't know we're down or we need to come back or we have a good lead, like we know what to do because we
Mm-hmm.
have experience, been there. And honestly, I'm just really excited just to get back out on the court again with this
Mm-hmm.
team dynamic. Like I think we're gonna have a lot of energy. I think we're gonna be super energetic, and super entertaining to
Mm-hmm.
watch on the court. So I'm just super excited just to like show everybody what we're gonna be this year.
Absolutely. So we mentioned some of the newcomers. Got some transfers home, got some, new transfers in, got some freshmen. Who's maybe one or two players that us as Gopher fans, we need to make sure like mark this down, like they're gonna make a huge impact for this team in your opinion?
I would say all of them. I mean,
All
we
of
can
them?
go through all of it. Like Ani and Tay, obviously they're from here, so you gotta watch that. Ani, she's got a lethal shot. Tay, like I miss playing with Tay, so like me and her back in the backcourt, that's me so much fun. We got Lex, who's I think this is her fifth year. She has like great court vision, great point guard. And then Tori, obviously from Minnetonka, you gotta watch her. She just won stay at the barn. She'll bring a lot of like energy and a lot of hard work on the court as well. and then Kenna, our other freshman, Kenna has a nice shot too. The freshmen just make me laugh. Those are like my little hobies. But yeah, Kenna has a great shot. Kenna will bring a lot of energy, and I think it like you could look at everybody and be like to like look at them, but so I would say you got to look at everybody. There's no one in specific.
Fair. So, I mean, man, you're getting Mara back healthy. You're getting all these freshmen. I think the assists are going to even go up higher. I mean, that first place might be gone by the end of like junior year.
I know, and Trent said I need to get a little bit more this year to like solidify it. So we'll see.
I agree with him. I agree with him. So, but I said, and then we'll talk about some of the games coming up. I know we're having California teams added. The Big Ten suddenly is around the country, so you're going around the country because it's everywhere. What are some of your most exciting like games circled? Is it just the next one when they kick off on November 4th? Is it some like non-conference that you're like pretty excited for traveling?
It's definitely well, yeah. Obviously, the first game. I'm just so excited to be out there. I'm excited to go to New Orleans and Arizona for those tournaments. I think that'll be super fun. And then obviously, I'm super excited to play all the new teams, specifically USC and California, because we're going to there. So it'll be nice, like dead middle of winter, and I'm in some nice sunny Cali weather. But yeah, I think I would say the first game for sure. I would say the two tournaments we're in, and then just all the new teams. Super excited to play them.
Fair. Is it nice that Iowa doesn't have Caitlin Clark there anymore, or you kind of miss having that challenge?
No, I think there's still going to be like a bunch of like we got Juju coming in from USC. We have Lauren Betts and all of them. Like I think there's still always going to still be a challenge, no matter like who comes and goes out in the Big Ten.
So I want to get your message to Gopher fans. You talked about how impactful the barn can be. What would be your message to them? Like, get out there for this team to support them. Kind of what's your message like? Because you guys, you said you can feel that impact when the fans are rocking.
Yeah, just please come. We need the energy, and it's so nice when we're running out there for warm-ups and you just see fans all over the barn just like yelling. I love it when it's like when we go on a run or we have like 3 great plays and you can hear like each play the crowd gets louder and louder and then boom, timeout, and they're just like screaming. I would just say like please come. We definitely feed off your energy. We need your energy. This year is gonna be our best year yet, so definitely got to come out and see it. And we're gonna be entertaining, like, and like we're gonna be entertaining to watch because of good basketball, but also because we're just silly, goofy people. So that'll be fun too.
Fair. They have the perfect combination, fans. Get out there. Well, Amaya, I cannot say thank you enough. I cannot wait till November 4th. Maybe I'll try and ask Trenton if I can come to a practice or something. But you guys are, I think, are in for a massive season. Good luck this year. Good health this year. I'll be in the barn. People come on, join us, Amaya, and then we're going to put on a show with all the hometown kids, the transfers, all of that. Maya, thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot thank you enough.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Have a good one.
You too.